Do you find it very awkward talking with people, addressing somebody, going up to somebody and talk with them, build a rapport, introduce yourself? Because of which, there is a chance that you might be suffering in other aspects of your life. Maybe you don't have friends, maybe you do not know what to do on weekends, because of which you're just binge watching Netflix and have nothing else to do. So today in the video, I'm going to be taking up this topic of how you can talk with anybody with ease and confidence. So before I start this video, let me just quickly tell you what all are the contents of this video. I'm going to be talking about how you can walk up to somebody, how you can start a conversation, what your opening lines should be, how to build a conversation, what after the opening lines, and also how you can end the conversation. Let's get started with the first and the most important thing. What to do right in the beginning of a conversation if you're talking with somebody. Now, when you're watching this video, watch it with the intent of knowing how you can talk with somebody you do not have a rapport with, how to build rapport with that person, how to open a conversation, and how to continue and have a great conversation with somebody whom you're not very comfortable with. So the first thing to do if you want to start a conversation with them, and the most important thing here would be to set the intention of the conversation. You walk up to them and right in the conversation start, you tell them why you are here. Hey, hi, I just wanted to get to know you better. I think you are doing so well and it's just so good to have an energy like that around you when you're working. So, you're just setting the intention of the conversation right then. Now, the other person already knows why you're there, why you're talking with them. Now, let's say if you're there on a date and you both are nervous, the other person is also nervous, you're also nervous. So, a great way to set the intention of the conversation would be, hey, I just wanted to laugh. I just wanted to have a great time. So, I'm here. Okay. You're setting the intention of the conversation. People would know what to expect from that conversation, where it is headed to. Point number 2 is to remember that first impressions are important. We all know that, right? First impression is not made from the first time you hear somebody, but it is developed from the first time you see somebody. And there's tons of research that supports that. So it's important that you hold a very positive demeanor when you're approaching somebody. Do not turtle your shoulders. Okay, don't do this. Have an upright position like this. Okay, hold your shoulders straight, carry a smile on your face when you're walking up to them. It warms them up, it just makes them fine with your presence in there. A friendly smile, not too big, don't grin ear to ear, don't do that. Just smile, a positive smile, a little bit on your face. So in short, if I have to sum up all of this and say, I would say that have an open body language. Do not cross your arms. Okay, don't cross your arms. Of course, you cannot cross your arms when you're walking up to someone. So keep an open body language. Your hands out of your pockets. Do not have your hands in your pockets when you're reaching up to someone to talk with them. Don't do that. It's a terrible mistake with your body language if you're doing that. So keep your hands where they are visible. It's a very natural tendency for human beings to do that, but they're not very comfortable. You probably may not be very comfortable walking up to them, but do not show that in your body language. Try and conceal it, because in the beginning it might take some effort, but with time, with practice, it will get better. Next thing is, what should be your first sentence? What should be your opening line when you're walking up to someone and you want to have a conversation with them? Now, you may think that giving compliments or telling them, wow, you're wearing a nice dress, or wow, I love your hair, oh wow, your hair color is pretty, or I love your smile, may be a great first line that you say to them. But no, there is research, tons of research that has been done on this, and everything supports this one single sentence that you can always use. A simple, hi, how are you? Or hello, how was your day? Keep it very basic. Keep it natural, because this is natural. And then your seconds and your thirds could be compliments. Point number 4, when you have already started the conversation, the next thing to do is to look for conversation sparks. Conversation sparks are those non-verbal cues. things that people will not tell you. They won't vocally tell you that, oh yeah, I like this topic. Oh yeah, let's avoid that topic. I'm not very comfortable with that topic. They're not going to openly tell you that, but something on their face, something in their reactions is going to tell you that this is the topic they are more interested in. Something like, oh wow, oh really, something like that. Okay, that is where you get this idea that, okay, this is something that this person is interested in. And then you have your cue, just take a deeper dive into that topic. Start talking about that very topic more. One very good example of a non-verbal cue, which is common across genders, common across races, common across countries, is one simple thing that you can always catch on somebody's face, and that is an eyebrow raise. So if they are like, you say something and they're like, if you catch that, you know what you have to talk more about. You know this topic is good for them. Another thing that you could do to hold a great conversation is leave open doors. By leaving open doors, I mean that you give them a chance to ask you something. Pass on a bite of information wherein they get a chance to ask you something. You know, this weekend I'm headed outside of Delhi. And now the other person has a chance to ask you, oh, where are you headed to? Where are you going? So this is what leaving open doors is. You leave it open and now it is on the other person to actually pull the door and come through it. So it's an option that they will have to exercise. It will just help you hold a longer conversation wherein both the parties are interested. Now, another important thing is how to end a conversation. The last impression is as important as the first impression. Because last impression is something that is probably going to linger on their minds for long. So you want to end the conversation in a very classy way. You want to do it in such a way that they remember you by some good memories and they do not feel that it ended too abruptly. You don't want it to be very abrupt. So the best way to do that, I'm really going to tell you the best way of doing this, is a future mention. Future mention is where you say something, actually you ask something. Where you ask something to the other person which is about their future. Something like, okay, so what are you doing on this weekend? Okay, so where are you headed today? They'll tell you something like, oh, I am going to this new cafe that has opened up around my vicinity where I'm staying. Or something like, I'm thinking of visiting this new sports complex that has opened up in my area. Something like that. And when it is your chance to speak, just simply say, just wish them luck and say, oh wow, yeah, great. I hope you have a great time over there. And then quietly exit. Alright then, it was a pleasure talking with you. Let's catch up soon again. I'll see you soon. Something like this. You ask about a future plan. You call it a future mention. And then when they tell you, you wish them luck. And you politely say, it was pleasure talking with you. I had such a great time talking with you. Thank you very much for your time. And then you say, alright then, I'll see you again soon. Bye. That way. The way you are the main character of your movie, they are the main character of their movies, right? So they're not going to remember everything that you say, but what they will remember is how you made them feel, the vibe. If the vibe was good, if you actually made them feel comfortable, if the energy was good, that is what they're going to remember. So there's this amazing book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you haven't read it yet, please purchase it. I have a 20-year-old copy with me. One of my favorite people in the world gifted it to me and it's there with me. It's very, very old. Pages are also torn, but it's still with me. So that's all in the video today. Thank you very much. I hope you find this one interesting. Personally, love this video. I really feel that you should gain something from this one. Please spread the word. Share it with more people. Somebody in your family you care about, somebody in your friends whom you feel needs this video. Pass the video on to others and let's learn together. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.